We are back and better than ever. Ringside Seat episode 9, Wrestling Talk on the Sports Box. Brian Attard, Brian Dunn, Lou Bertasia, Mike Consalvi, Anthony Morella. We might see a Brian Hess appearance. We're looking at the dirt sheet, seeing if he's going to make an appearance or not. Might come out number 31. We have no idea. Guys, we are on the precipice of the best time of the year in professional wrestling. It is going to be WrestleMania season in not that long from now. We're going to go wire to wire, talk about the Royal Rumble, who could win, who might win, who should win. There's only 4 matches this year at the Rumble. I don't know if anybody caught that. So I guess they must have something big up their sleeve. But gentlemen, I will give you the floor before we get started. Any thoughts before we get going here?
You said there's only 4 matches?
There's only the title match, the tag title match, and the Rumbles.
That's it. Good.
That's it.
I like it. Right to the point.
I like it.
Me too.
Yeah, that's right up your alley. You used to say there was like 14 matches. I couldn't care about 12 of them.
You guys think the one of the Rumble? What do you think will open the show?
It's got to be. It's either going to be the women's Rumble or the tag match.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't. Well, I mean, it could also be the title match.
It could
that's
be
what I was thinking too.
KO.
Like, the old Rumbles, like they would always start probably with like the tag.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
All the buffers.
Timo, what's up, buddy?
And then the Rumble title match, but it just they don't do that anymore. So,
well, I'll tell you. I will tell you this. When the men's Rumble opened, when Cody won the first time, I think they did that because they knew it was obvious, right?
Yeah.
So if you have an obvious ending, you don't want to end your show with it. So, we'll talk about the theories of, what could happen in the men's Rumble, surprises, that, and the third. If they don't have anything up their sleeve, then that's going to start, and you're going to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
I mean, that kind of dictates things. The Rumble is second biggest night of the wrestling year. I mean, arguably obviously no worse than third, but I would put it ahead of SummerSlam personally because again, it is the beginning of the road to the biggest show. This is where the table gets set, right? I mean, this is where people who need to be elevated get elevated. You think of the guys throughout the years that have had great Rumble showings, and that kind of sets their table for the rest of that year, and even maybe even years into the future. The big moments, obviously, the winner. Again, it's odd because there's only ever so many real potential winners in a match for the Royal Rumble, right? Like when we do our Rumble pool, like obviously, depending who you get, you're not going to win, or you have a shot to win, right? If
I beg to differ.
Go on. Why?
I got to defend my title somehow, Brian. I mean, come on.
No, but I mean, look, if Hornswoggle comes out, you're not winning the Rumble, right? Like that's what we're talking about. Like you know, it's not going to happen.
Fuck of the draw.
Or if a legend comes out, you lost.
Yeah. Most people come out, you lost. Correct.
Which is why this year we added a random prize, which people were not enthused with.
Me.
Did you do that during the drawing yesterday? Did you pick who
the randoms for our pool are LA Knight and Io Sky.
Okay, LA Knight's not. They're neither of those are actually bad. They could actually. I mean, they could win. I
think Io's got a shot.
Io Sky maybe, but maybe probably not LA Knight.
LA Knight, no.
It's better than.
But real quick, I want to see one year
somebody
some
else
random person win, just once.
I know it would be cool. It would never happen though.
Yeah, what the?
Well, no, I would beg to differ only because the 2 title setup makes it more likely.
Yes,
the 2 main event matches at WrestleMania now, the 2 titles that can be world titles. I mean, that actually I think opens up that door.
Yeah, but how random are we talking? Like
I don't know, like Curtis Axel, who has still not been eliminated.
Still in the Rumble, baby.
Yeah.
What city was that too? What city was that in?
That was in Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We weren't friends then. We all had a big box at the Rumble.
You tell, man.
Yeah, who got him that year in the pool?
Ryan O'Connor.
I don't know.
That's right.
So all right, this means nothing to anybody but the 5 of us, right? So at the Royal Rumble the year that Roman won, everybody booed The Rock. Dave Birnbaum had, I think, number 28 in the pool. And out comes Bad News Barrett. And Dave's looking at me like, hey, is that good? And I turn to him and I say, Dave, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
You got eliminated like a minute later.
That's awesome. He just started laughing hysterically.
That's awesome.
My favorite Rumble moment was actually not in the Rumble match. It will always be seared into my brain the double wide, double deep casket with Yokozuna versus The Undertaker, where it took like 14 people to put The Undertaker in a casket, and then
That was
miraculously
cool.
up and caught on fire or whatever it did, and he flew up from the Titantron. As
That
an
was a sick moment.
8 to 9 year old, that scared the blue hell out of me until I figured it out. But
Yeah.
that is one of those things where it wasn't a Rumble match, but it's a memorable moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got two memorable moments. One, as a kid, watching.
Hold on. I feel like The Rock with the camera. This guy in section 221 thinks he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Okay, sorry.
When Shawn Michaels won from number 1 as a kid, that was such an impossibility to occur. And then when the Bulldog threw him over, and he hit like that, to me is what really like
That's a top moment.
Anything could happen in the Royal Rumble. That is always one of my top moments.
That's 95, right?
Period. I think it was 95.
Yeah.
96?
95, yeah.
95.
Yeah.
And the other one is in Philly when Roman Reigns came out. I was actually sitting on the stairwell where he came out, so I was able to like touch his shoulder on the way down.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's pretty memorable. That's pretty cool moment.
If I go back, will I see you on the tape?
Podcast.
It's on my Instagram. There's a picture. I have it where I'm take a selfie in shot. Like he's literally 2 steps away from me. It was sick. It was sick.
And
remember
then,
going to-
and then you became Andrade and you won a title somewhere. And then,
El ídolo.
The one that
Can you hear it?
Benoit won in Philly. That was with
Yeah.
Mike
Yep.
and his brother and his friend, his brother's friends. That was hysterical.
Yep.
We had a great time. Bradshaw came out. He got thrown over right away. They were like, "Better look next year, Bradshaw."
And that was what 2000. We were in 8th grade. So what year is that?
I think.
Mike's always got the
3 or
memories.
4. Dude, that was fun.
2003 or 4. Yeah, I think it was
Mhm.
2004. Yeah. Damn, dude.
Who was it? It was Benoit and who at the end? Big Show?
Maybe. No, I remember a Big Show memory with you.
Wasn't it Benoit? No, it wasn't Angle.
I feel like
I
it was
forget.
Booker. I don't know. I might have to look. Brian looks like he's looking it up right now. Here, I'm clicking.
what year was it?
The year Benoit won,
It was 3 or
2003 or
4.
4. It was in Philly.
That's 2004.
4, yeah.
I'm with Lou with the HBK moment from 1 to running the gauntlet. And then my second favorite moment, I have to give credit to the ladies, was Asuka. Love that moment a few years ago.
Benoit spent an hour, a
That's
minute 35 in the Rumble that year
Sheesh.
to win from 1.
Plug and Mel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, I got like 4 or 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've got 1 when you're done.
Well, obviously, Bushwhacker Luke coming in one side, going out the other. That's got almost a million views. That's got almost a million views on BPW right now. Make sure you guys are following.
Nice.
Pro
Yeah,
Wrestling.
check out Badass Pro Wrestling.
All right, almost
That's
a
great,
million
Mike.
views
I
on
love
Bushwhacker. And then let's see, the Rumble where Mick Foley comes out 3 times. Classic.
Yeah.
Best Rumble match of all time. And I know you agree with this one, Cactus Jack versus Triple H for the title street fight.
So let me stop you right there real quick. My favorite moment is when Cactus gets pedigreed on the tax.
Yeah.
He's sticking out of his face. What the hell?
And then a recent Rumble memory that I really like is when Drew eliminated Brock Lesnar a few years ago. That was pretty awesome.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was like, whoa, what? No one thought that was going to happen.
Was that the same year Edge came back?
Got him with
I
a
think?
Claymore.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
it was the
Edge
same
won
year
that.
Edge came back after
That
the
was
injury.
Talk about random winners. That was pretty random at the time.
Yeah, Edge
Yeah.
was pretty rare. I was
He won
actually
the next
pissed.
year.
I remember being pissed about that. Like, dude, Edge doesn't need to win that. Like,
Yeah.
why? That was stupid.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was
his comeback was big enough.
You know what my favorite obscure Rumble moment is?
Oh, what the hell?
In 1992 was the year Flair won the title
Now
from
spread the word.
3. And as Flair comes out, Bobby Heenan's like, no. He just goes off because he wanted Flair to. And Gorilla's
To
like,
go later.
you can kiss it goodbye, brain. He just the way they.
I
all
like
play
I
that.
like that same Mania or Royal Rumble when who was it that came out and Lesnar's sitting there and he's like dancing to the music. Was that
Keith Lee?
MVP?
Was
That
it
was
Keith
Keith
Lee?
Lee. Yep.
He was like, big boy.
Keith Lee when
big
Keith
boy.
Lee came out.
Oh, Keith Lee, yeah.
Yo, Brian.
Yes.
when Flair wins that Rumble, then Ian's like, yes.
Yeah.
Totally reversed.
The best is like,
How about that? What is it? Maybe '96 Rumble when maybe it was '97, and Stone Cold sitting on the turnbuckle and he's looking at his watch.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
eliminating
Great
everybody. And then Brett's music hits and he looks up.
He's like this.
Yeah.
you know, I still,
Yo, his
I
face
don't-
was priceless.
I don't know if they could pull it off today
He's
with the
like-
way cameras are, but when Brett and Lex landed at the same time in '94,
That was fantastic.
because like you never know if they actually land, like, you know, like in this day of instant replay where if somebody's like, you know, out of bounds by the thinnest of hairs, it's, you know what I mean, like imagine all the sports plays that went on previous that actually,
Even
like,
back then, though,
No
how
cell
do you,
phones
how
back
do you
then.
plan that? You know what I mean? Like, how do
Oh,
you
yeah.
plan them to be perfectly at the same time?
That's what I'm
where
saying.
you already set that match up. It's crazy.
Right.
I hate that Brett never won one. It should have. I really hate that ending. It should have been
I do too.
Luger or it should have been Brett.
Yep.
And Luger should have just went on to face Yokozuna at Mania and win the
And
title.
lose.
Boom. No, he should have won.
Or
Like
lose.
that was Luger's thing, and then but Luger's whole thing was ruined. They
I wonder
botched
if that was
whole thing.
Brett like weaseling his way in.
did you know?
Weasel.
Did you know? I'm going to give you a name that has never been in the Royal Rumble.
Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon.
Wow.
Scott Hall, Razor Ramon was never in the Rumble.
I didn't know that.
Tragedy.
Even
That's
on
one
the
of the
know that.
tragedies of this
But
day
but
age.
fake Razor was
Fake Razor was in the
Yep.
Rumble.
Brian, last year on our Rumble podcast, I wore a Razor Ramon shirt because he never was in the Rumble.
Wow.
I remember.
Remember that?
I do remember this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There he is. Look at the goat. Look at the goat
There
right
he is.
here.
Yeah, speaking
He's
of
massive.
So underrated.
speaking of the
Big
best
is.
Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, see that's true. It was
It was
Goldberg's
Goldberg's
fault. Brett
fault.
never won a Rumble.
Bill
It's
Goldberg.
Goldberg's fault. Oh, that's a joke.
It's a joke, guys. Come on.
Another obscure Rumble moment while we have that
Yeah.
cue up. For those of you who don't know, Carlos Colon, the Puerto Rican, you want to talk about the golden shovel?
Carlito's dad.
Carlito Colon, the dad, he was the Universal Champion for like 50 years in Puerto Rico, right? So he came out, I think it was in the 91, 92 Rumble, something like that. He's already a seasoned veteran. He's got the scars on his forehead from all the battles in Puerto Rico. And whoever was the commentator, maybe Gorilla, was like, "Oh, look at these youngster coming out, Carlos Colon." And we're like, "Youngster? He's been doing this. What are you talking about, youngster?"
Looks like he's 50.
Yeah, when he came out, he was pretty old at that point. But that one that we toss around in the Puerto Rican community as well.
It was in the '93 Royal Rumble.
93. Uh-huh.
This Rumble here has a lot of random people in it. Like in 95, 96, the roster was not deep. So there's
Too
all these
bad.
like random dudes that come out. It's just
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. I'll
okay.
Yo, this year,
look forward to it.
I'm serious. This year's roster, like last year, we knew it was going to come down to either Punk or Cody, right?
Yeah.
Like, because we didn't know what the match was going to be. We were all talking about it for WrestleMania. But we knew stipulations had to be either one of those two. And because Punk got hurt, obviously he couldn't. This year,
Wide open.
It is, and it's
Wide open.
It's loaded too.
Yeah,
It's
it could
talented.
be anybody. I really can't say for sure who it's going to be.
like the AFC this year.
It could be anybody.
It's really one choice, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay.
So, as we mentioned, right? So, there's only 4 matches. Like, I feel as though that tells me there's a lot going on because they didn't feel like they had to pack the card with filler, right? You get these people, these AEW marks that like start clocking watches on stopwatches during matches, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life because nobody gives a shit. But anyway, I feel as though like they're setting up something really big. You have a stadium show, 4 matches. So I'm expecting the Rumble matches to go long. They might even have another match set up tomorrow night on SmackDown. I would think that probably happens. But I mean, is this ladder match? I mean, that we're going to start there. I mean, is the ladder match going to be a super long one between these two? I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on this whole story with Kevin Owens with the Winged Eagle belt? I mean, I think it's been executed very well. Kevin Owens is doing his best work right now, kind of in the same thought that Drew did with Punk. Like, I think there's another level that Kevin Owens is getting to right now that I think is phenomenal, and it's great to see him doing that.
Yeah, I love Kevin Owens. I think he's great. The character he portrays is great. And I even like how in the past couple weeks they've gotten good old best friend Sammy involved and have costed Cody got haluva kicked. Who was it before? I'm trying to think. Was it Jay? Did Jay get haluva kicked? Seth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he could technically get involved in this match in some way, shape, or form. That's all.
I mean, I think Kevin's a great heel. I'm not a big Owens fan myself, but I think he does a fantastic job as a heel.
To be fair, you're also not a Punk fan, so that's a problem. But
he was good a decade ago. It is what it is. So, anywho, I mean, there's no way Cody doesn't win this ladder match. I don't know if it's going to be clean or not, but there's just no way he's not going to win it.
I love
everybody KO. And their mother knows that.
Yeah, I love KO. He's like one of my top 5 right now. I think he's hilarious. I love his T-shirts.
He's only good as a heel, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's a really good heel. When he's a face, he's like kind of cheese.
Very cheesy.
Yeah, he's like a natural heel, so he's just kind of more of himself. He's probably just like a ball buster in real life, you know what I mean? Right. So, but I really like Kevin Owens, but yeah, he's definitely not going to win before WrestleMania. No way. If he does, that'll be absolutely wild and kind of cool. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But
no,
I used to call him CM Chunk.
CM Chunk.
CM Chunk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if he does, I think he's gonna lose, and I think then he'll be in the chamber match. He's gonna weasel his way into the chamber match, but he'll probably like lose and end up grabbing his title and weaseling away with his title to keep the storyline going a little bit. You know what I mean?
You think so? I think it's over after this.
And then maybe be in the chamber match. And I don't know. They got to do something quick before Mania if it's not going to be Cody and Kevin at Mania. You know what I mean? Start something soon.
Yeah. I like Kevin Owens too, but like he's not winning for sure. But we've been talking about this in our previous shows that Cody has kind of. There's nothing was going on with Cody. Yeah. So they've done a fantastic job with giving Cody something meaningful because like we're kind of invested now with KO being such a heel, like it's been his best work. But he's not gonna lose. This is just a filler for Cody. And I don't think that I think it's over after this because now with WrestleMania, with the Rumble, now you can start setting up what's actually gonna happen at WrestleMania. So Cody doesn't necessarily need to continue with KO because the Rumble will dictate, what's going to happen with Cody at WrestleMania. I think.
Well, so let me ask you this question, right? So we all were kind of critical about the way Cody's title reign started, like kind of slow, right? You had a little bit of AJ Styles to get going, so on and so forth. If the goal was to bridge it to WrestleMania season 41, like I think they've done a pretty good job on the back end, better than the front end. I think the front end was kind of slow, but the involvement, again, touching with Roman again, you have this actual like legit feud with Kevin. It just feels like they've actually done a nice job. And I don't know where they go from here with this. I do think Cody wins. I don't think it makes sense otherwise. I don't have any idea where that would go.
Is this something where maybe he wins clean? But afterwards, now you get the introduction of the rivalry we've been waiting for between Randy and Cody. I don't know,
man.
Randy's still hurt, isn't he? I think he's still officially hurt.
I still think
he's rumored to come back tomorrow.
Maybe I should wait until we get talking about the Rumble and who we think's going to win for my prediction for this. But I don't think Cody, the whole time he's had the belt, any defense that he's had, I never once thought, okay, he might lose his belt. It's always just like a bullshit match where he's going to win. It really hasn't been anything that we think, damn, he might really lose the belt here.
But you know what though? He's still over. So like And at this point, the crowd would have turned on him by now, and you don't really hear the crowd turning on Cody Rhodes. He's not as over, but
the sports box people get that reference. I don't know if anybody else will, but the sports box people get that reference. Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
No, but Cody's still over. So like whatever they've done and have been doing has worked up to this point. So there's, and then with WrestleMania season kicking in, there's nothing to say that if the final boss does come back, or if whatever it is that he does, there's nothing there's nothing there to like prove or show that it's gonna he's gonna fall off anyway. So
I'd be curious to see. So again, like to Tim's point, right? Like if they do build up to an Owen Sammy match, which they've kind of like teased a little bit, it's not gonna be a main event match, obviously. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but this is a ladder match, right? So things can happen in a ladder match. Like does Sammy come out there? Does he side with Cody, and then that sets Kevin off? That sort of thing.
That would be my guess. Sammy and Kevin at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
for no belt.
For sure.
Well, I don't think that needs a belt.
No, exactly.
No, it does not.
For no belt.
But I think like you need to have like Sammy, because again, like Kevin's still off with Sammy helping the bloodline. Like another thing, maybe he goes out there and again he misses the kick. He hits Kevin with it. All of a sudden they just go at each other type thing. I mean, I could see that because really, once Kevin's done with this, I don't like you need a next feud. I think that does make some sense.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
But I just don't. I don't see any way. I mean, I the involvement of the old belt, Kevin Owens coming out with the Dusty Rhodes reference T-shirts is hysterical if you get it, and I think it's great that WWE, in this case Triple H, is like kind of like giving the hardcore fan that little bit of stuff, right? Like I don't think anybody expects, sometimes in wrestling, like they over-explain, right? Like they assume you're an idiot and you need to be reminded of what's happened here and here and here, right? Because you forget because you're an idiot. But like when you see the son of a security systems, whatever that was,
security systems technician.
Yeah, whatever it was. But like, if you know your history, you know what that's in reference to. Now, the new generation probably has no idea, but maybe you decide that you want to watch that old stuff, right?
Like Mike's doing right now.
Mike's
watching an old
what Rumble is
match.
that? Is that 93?
This is 95. Brett versus
95.
Yeah,
It's okay. You can watch.
I'm trying to soften it so that I'm trying to soften the lighting so it's not as bright behind me.
That's all right. Listen, I mean, the people enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's
a good in lieu of your classic shirt. That's a fantastic secondary option.
Mike's retro video of the night.
What's that? Oh, my hoodie.
Instead of the classic shirt you always wear to put a classic match.
Put a classic match.
Oh,
dude,
I'm just playing the 95 Rumble right now. Just
Mike's classic match.
The Ringside Seat page keeps getting these DMs from this guy named Nick who says, I want you to do a watch along to watch Royal Rumble 1990. I'm like, do you not have Peacock?
I'm down. If y'all ever want to do a watch along,
I've
always wanted to do that.
Who the hell's Nick?
Some guy. I have no idea. We attract very interesting people.
FBI agents.
Yeah, I mean, background checks and everything else. I mean, they come out.
We do get a lot of interesting people.
Oh my god.
What happened?
I'm just glad they brought back the Eagle belt. That's all. That's one of my favorite belts.
But again, I appreciate
retro.
I appreciate their interest in linking stuff to the past.
Sure.
Because that's where their bread and butter is. I mean, the average wrestling fan is not 12 years old, like Ryan Havermill seems to think, right? Like, so, like,
yeah. Or if he's listening, Frank Curcio, the average person is in 13 and a half, you loser.
No, he's 35 and a half.
Shout out to my Stewart, Frank.
I think the average age for wrestling fans like 53. I'm not even kidding. Look it up. Because you came up with it.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite part about watching these old things is the merch that the crowd is wearing in the stands.
Yes.
This stuff goes for like these T-shirts go for like $300, $400, $500.
They do. You're right. Yeah, they do.
Insane, bro.
Dude, I used to love when the network first came out. Like I would take like a Fire Stick when I was like traveling for work, and I would just leave the network on when I go to sleep. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
like I would wake up and I wouldn't know what the hell's going on. It'd be like some random match from 1989. Like it's just
Yep.
the greatest thing.
I still do that now. Like
the
I'll play.
jukebox of whatever.
Yeah, I still do that now. Like during Halloween season, like I'll play Halloween Havocs, put one on while I go to bed. I'll go to sleep till like Havoc 93 or whatever, and wake up in like Havoc 96. You know what I mean? It's just like random match. It'll be like Perry Saturn versus Raven, and that's how I wake up to.
That's a good match, dude. That was a good match. Ravens flock.
Yeah,
I do miss that. Just leaving on the network and just find us. That is. Yeah, that's missed.
There's nothing better to wake up to, Mike.
Yeah.
nothing better than going to sleep to Ron Simmons, waking up with Perry Saturn, man. Yep.
Peacock is good though. They are
Not
good.
good. So
you get.
Are we all in agreement? Cody wins this match. Is there any
Yes.
dissenting opinion?
Cody wins.
Let me think about it.
And he probably pulls a little Razor Ramon thing at the end, you know?
Holds up the 2
Little
belts.
title thing for sure.
Love that reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers. R.I.P. Scott.
Yes, rest in peace.
Cheers, my
You're
little
the man.
Razor.
Cheers.
My
Great
Razor
cup,
wire.
Lou. Great cup.
Does anyone want to say
You're
anything
drinking some Razor
about
wires.
the tag team title match? Because I do not care.
Pass.
I don't care.
I think Motor Machine Guns win. Whatever. Motor City
What is
Machine
the tag? Who's in it? I mean,
DIY
DIY.
and
Motor
Motor
City
City Machine Guns.
nah.
Viking
Motor City
Raiders.
Machine Guns. That's all I care about.
Yeah, they're gonna win, and that's
They're the
fine.
best tag team right now.
Yeah.
And what are they? 52 years old. Cool.
I mean, DIY kind of pretty much is like the slogan for Paul McCree from the age of 15 to I don't know 35.
Stop, dude. That's fucked up. Hey, never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
Say it.
I'm not saying
no,
it.
I can't. I forgot. I'm on like live. I'm on live television right now.
So
Yeah. Don't
There's
say
so
it.
many people watching.
Anything I say is gonna live forever on the interweb.
It
So I
can and will be used
A lot
against
of
you. in
people
a
watching
court of
right
law.
now.
So I don't want to go too deeply into this. Again, it is what it is. The biggest thing to me about the Women's Rumble, I think, it's come a long way in that they haven't had to rely on surprise nostalgia acts to get it across the line, right? And I think that a big part of that's NXT. I think that NXT and the way that they've been sending people up into the main roster on the women's side, they've done a phenomenal job of that, right? So it's not always, we're going to see Trish Stratus, we're going to see Lita. Like, it's not. The first Women's Rumble, I think, had maybe like 10 actual wrestlers, and the rest were all just, they tried to mishmash it together, but they got it done. That's fine. But they've never had a roster this deep. So, like, I'm not expecting an overabundance of surprises. We'll get some surprises later who we think may or may not be in. But as far as legitimate who can win the Women's Rumble, right? Where are you with that? Who are you? Who do you think is in that small group that you would expect can win this thing?
I think you got Nia
5 or
Jax.
6.
You got Nia Jax. She's number 1, and then you got Liv Morgan. She's probably number 2. Yeah, those are my 2.
Lord help me.
Bianca Belair's in it. But
Charlotte?
I don't think Bailey's in it.
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair.
She could be making a comeback. Raquel Rodriguez. There's only
Becky
like
Lynch.
10, there's only like 10 chicks.
Becky
that
Lynch,
are
Mike.
confirmed.
Becky Lynch.
Bianca, Becky.
Becky's not confirmed right now.
So I actually,
No.
because
I
I
got the list.
had to make this
I think there's
list.
5
The
or 6 I can
confirmed
remember.
women in the Rumble as of yesterday were Nia Jax, Bailey,
Io.
Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca, Liv, Raquel, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, and Io Sky.
Nia Jax.
Clearly,
Nia
Ivy Nile is
Jax.
walking away with
I
this.
think it's
thing.
going to be Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley, dude.
I mean, I agree. I think Nia Jax is the best one out of those people. I mean,
Wait, Nia's on SmackDown, right? But she can challenge it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
went to Raw. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she okay.
but
That's
she's
what
back on Raw, yeah.
she's gonna go against Rhea Ripley. That's what I think.
And I love that.
Yeah, it's Nia or Charlotte. I mean, there's nobody else
No
unless you're
offense,
gonna
but
do a completely random
I think
person.
you guys agree. Like the whole Liv thing, that's got to take a seat back for a little bit.
Yeah.
She's not like Mania main event put on a show type shit.
So
But actually, Charlotte versus Rhea, that would be a huge match.
That
know,
would, but
I-
here's the problem: you can't bring Charlotte back and just hand her a match right away. She's had enough opportunities in the past. I'm not saying her time has passed, but like her career has already been solidified. Like it's time to start letting these younger talents, and Rhea's kind of like the pinnacle of that.
Yeah, but Charlotte owes her.
I mean, you could say that, but look at the Rumble winners from the past few years.
I'm going to give you a wild card.
In the last 5 years.
I'm going to give you a wild card. Roxanne Perez. You
Uh,
never know. You never know.
I don't know.
I
About
love
me.
that girl, man. She's awesome.
I know if she comes
Great.
out, I'm be pissed.
Jada.
Do you imagine Punk and Roxanne Perez win?
Oh yeah. What about
they're
Jade
like this?
Cargill? What about Jade Cargill?
She's hurt.
See, but you can't. I don't think you could put her in a main event match at Mania, right? So here's my take, right? If it were me, I think Charlotte would win and go after Tiffany, because then Tiffany beats Charlotte, and that just makes Tiffany.
Yeah, true.
It's not so much about if you think back to Charlotte and Rhea were a thing when they went after the NXT championship or something. Like, they really just tried to elevate Rhea. Charlotte's had the title so many times that she really doesn't need it, right? Like, they got to give her something to do that's not the title. So if you're going to give her whatever stage you want, right? Tiffy's kind of like tweener, heel, face sometimes. The crowd's behind her. So, like, you can really get her over tremendously if you give her a win over Charlotte at WrestleMania. So I don't necessarily think that titles necessarily need to change hands. I mean, Rhea's hot potatoing the one title. That's what I would do. I would have Charlotte win and have her go after Tiffany.
That makes a lot of sense. I didn't even consider that. But yeah, you're right. Because Charlotte, like I've said it before numerous times, that I think as of today, Charlotte is probably the greatest of all time. Like on the women's side, and it's, I mean,
I do agree with that.
Stat for stat, it's hard to see anybody else.
She's definitely followed in her father's footsteps. Yeah, so I agree.
But it's her time to start making people for sure. And if she's already been plagued by the injury bug, I didn't even consider Tiffy. But
and look at her in Lou's addition to Lou's comments. Look at her title defenses. Look at who she's beaten. Her her move set is solid. She has that look. She's tall. She's exactly what WWE wanted out of, and I kind of feel like that's kind of what Jade Cargill is now, but she doesn't have all the moves. You know what I mean? She's over. She's got the flair. We all love the Storm, but she's got to develop a little bit more, I feel like.
Yeah, she does. It's early.
I mean, Bianca's the next best thing to Charlotte.
Io's very deserving, but she won't win. Io's fantastic.
See, but I just don't think. She was just in a tight. Her and Bayley had a title match last year at Mania, which ended up being like a come down match until
it was a snooze fest.
Event. Yeah, I just don't know that. I don't think that she is.
She's a fantastic wrestler.
She's no. I just don't think her character has enough behind it to be a main event person.
No, they had the whole damage control last time.
She, you know who she is. This is not meant to be a pejorative. She is a Japanese Natalia. Super talented in the ring. Can do anything you want her to do, but just like the character is just not that engaging. You just don't really get invested in her.
What I would like to see though is because I remember watching the post show of Survivor Series and how close she's gotten with Rhea. I'd like to see those two go at it. That would be a good match.
So would Mike.
Mm-hmm. I think Mike just wants to watch Royal Rumble 95. Honestly,
he does.
Right now.
Distracted. Jordan Grace.
Can you give us just a line? Mike, what's going on in the Rumble right now? Can you just let us know?
It's still Brett versus Diesel, and Brett had Diesel and a sharpshooter, and Owen Hart came in and bopped him on top of the head and broke it up.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
So, Tim's calling for Bayley versus Rhea and Charlotte versus Tiffany. Now, what's interesting about that, Tim, is I don't know what they're doing with Bayley, but she's got a bit of an NXT run going on right now. So I think that they're kind of letting her main roster character kind of sit a little bit. Again, let her go make people. Let her go make.
She got a big pop the other night on NXT when she came back. She got a big pop.
Something about being back home or something like that in NXT, so she might be down there for a while.
Let's talk about people who won't win. How about
Bayley?
Nikki Bella returning?
No.
Nikki Bella's returning?
There was a rumor.
What the rumor says, yeah.
We'll talk to the surprise entrants as we get into the Rumble matches themselves. It won't be a surprise return though, Ant. I don't think that happens.
You know who's not winning? Whoever comes out at number 8. You know why? Because that's my number.
No one ever wins.
Guarantee number 8 will not win at all.
I think the best number. What do you guys think the best numbers to draw are in the pool? Because obviously,
21.
I think 26 to the end of the Rumble is good. I think number 1 or 2 is usually pretty good.
Dude, I won with
27
Orton at
27 is a
24.
famous one too.
I got 4. That's trash.
Cody won last year at 15.
15.
15. That's not terrible. Yeah, mid range, not bad.
And where was Cody the year before?
30.
Was he 30?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I hate 30.
Asuka's not back, so I don't know what she could be an entrant. I don't think she's back though.
He's getting stalked. That's about it.
By Brian Hess. So look, we're talking surprise entrants in a little bit. What we're doing with the men's rumble this year is as a group, we came across 5 names that we thought are legit, and again, who we think are the favorites to win the Royal Rumble. So we're gonna play. It's almost like a prosecution and a defense, right? It's the people's court. We're gonna give the cases for and the case against the top names winning the Royal Rumble.
So wait, Brian, do we each get one?
No, we're all just talking.
Okay, all right.
So the first one is the obvious one.
Ugh.
Let's discuss the cases for and against John Cena winning the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
He's not going to win.
Okay.
He's going to win the Elimination Chamber. I'm done. That's it. There's no reason why you can't think that. They promote him. It's his last Elimination Chamber. Toronto.
True. He's got to be at Elimination Chamber. He's got to be there. Yeah.
He's going to be in the match. So why not just make him be? Why not have a memorable moment and have him have one last title match?
And
put him up against
piggyback
Gunther.
that in a little bit. I think done. I didn't think of that earlier of him winning the
Cena,
Chamber.
Gunther, WrestleMania.
Yeah, I didn't think of that earlier, him winning the Chamber, but now you say that, it lines up with my
thank you,
Mike.
for this
Rumble.
Yeah, I never
don't always see eye to eye, but we do agree.
All right, yeah, I can see that happening. That actually would make a lot.
Cena Gunther.
I never
Not
thought he was
Cena
going to
Cody.
win either.
Cena Gunther.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Shawn Michaels' last Rumble when he was obsessed with coming back after The Undertaker. And then he lost, and he was like flipping
exactly.
out.
Yeah, it's like
Same
the
sort of thing.
It's kind of
But
like
Cena
the
will give
passing
you
of the torch
salute,
kind of
and
thing.
It'll be
I
right
think
off to the sunset.
I think the case for him, obviously, is because then he'll get a title shot, right? For sure. But the case against him is that when you win the Rumble, you get your pick. And what kind of bozo is going to pick the World Heavyweight Championship, the number 2 title, over the WWE title and face Cody and headline?
Here's
right?
what
So,
you have
but
to
Cena's not going to do that. They're not going to put Cena versus Cody for that title. It's good. There's other guys in that Rumble who are going to headline that with Cody.
True,
It's not
true.
Cena.
Yeah, but
That's why
you don't
Cena's
want
not winning the Rumble, because they're not going to put him in that WWE. They're going to put him in that heavyweight title match. They're not going to put him in the WWE title because then he's got to carry that. Yeah.
To comment on Drew's comment, I know you don't want to see it, but a lot of people do. That's the thing.
Well, because now, if you're using Cena's run here to make guys, that'll do it.
Yeah,
exactly. It's exactly what it is.
But to that point,
Cena's not winning.
I do think Cena's going to be in the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania simply because and this goes back to last year when I said, who should win the Royal Rumble? John Cena. Because if the way you said it, Mike, the number 2 title, they need to break that, and they're going to try, right? So what would elevate that title, legitimize that title more than have John Cena break the record with that title?
Yeah,
that would
knowing
be
Cena, he's not going to want to break the record.
I don't want to stray away from Royal Rumble and WrestleMania talk, but there's one title he's never won that he definitely will be competing for this year on his retirement tour, and that's the Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point we're getting Braun Breaker versus Cena. I'm just
what are your guys' thoughts on Tim's here? Tim, I understand where you're coming from. I think it's just early on for that. That may be a crescendo type thing eventually. Like when they do, like you could see Survivor Series next year be WWE versus TNA in like a War Games match. Like I could see
that would be sick.
Kind of like a new invasion in a way.
TNA's partnered with NXT mostly, though. It's not.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to be able to do. That could be a TNA NXT War Games. Again, War Games originated in NXT when it came back.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Undisputed Era was there. Pat McAfee was like, they did things.
That would be insane.
That would make sense.
Regal saying that title there's no one else that can say War Games except for Lord Steven Regal. War Games. It pumps you up.
So a reason for John Cena winning, I was the only one in the chat apparently that was for it. I'm all for John Cena winning the Rumble because
you love him.
I don't love John Cena, but it's like he's lived long enough to be the villain, and now he's exceeded that. He's a living legend now. So it's like the nostalgia factor is not we're not gonna get anything like this, for a foreseeable future. And WWE is always about moments. Like a lot of times, if you think about a match, the match sucks. But what's great and you remember is the build up to that match. So if you are gonna ride the nostalgia wave with John Cena, and if anybody deserves to win 17 titles in WWE, it's John Cena. Like he said, he hasn't won a match in 6-7 years, whatever long it's been. If he wins the Rumble, you will have, it doesn't matter what anybody says, for the majority of people, you will have one of the all-time Royal Rumble moments. And if he wins at WrestleMania, he'll win 17, he'll have his last WrestleMania swan song, and he'll put over the World Heavyweight Championship. You'll kill so many birds with just one stone of John Cena winning the Rumble. But of course, can he win the Chamber? Of course, that is in the realm of possibility. But I think if you max him, unless, well, we're jumping a little bit, right? But unless The Rock does come back and you want to save that gigantic moment, Cena makes a whole lot of sense to win the Royal Rumble, just to grasp that, oh my God, what a moment,
But to your point, though, like I think that you may say, well, Cena doesn't want to be 17. Okay, well, how do we maximize 17? You try to legitimize a secondary title.
Of course.
Or here's my 4 for Cena winning the Rumble. Not that I think he will, but he goes to Mania and faces Cody. Cody's really the only logical partner, in my opinion, for him. Big enough that they can really build that, and they can still have Rock and Roman. And there's nobody else really for Cody other than Cena or Roman or Rock. That's really it, in my opinion.
That's it.
So guess what? He gets his 17th title shot. They can build that up from now to March or April, I should say. And then you have Cena lose and put Cody over.
Love the
more than he already is.
The 92 Rumble.
Ric Flair winning the title.
Sure.
3.
Good moment.
That's my 4, by the way.
You don't see somebody else in the line of fire with Cody at WrestleMania?
I mean, I can think of a name.
I kind of saw a preview of it on Monday Night Raw, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, if you're not looking at blurred lines, Dan, I mean, you must be thinking the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl then. You know what I mean?
So you think Cody beats Punk at Mania?
Yeah. No, I don't think he beats him.
I have no interest.
Well, that's
in
the
that.
match.
So I'll put it to you this way. Again,
Time for Cody to drop the belt.
We're going to talk about. We'll get to that in a second. Do I think Cena wins?
No.
To be frank, and I think it was you, Brian, that said this. The fact that they are pushing him so much at Chamber.
Yep.
That makes me. I didn't really think about that until you brought it to my attention. So kudos to you on that one. That makes a lot of sense as to why.
No necessary. It's just I just picked up on that, and like literally their package of promoting Elimination Chamber for next month.
John Cena, you got to agree. John Cena, I know.
John, no, but I was agreeing to his comment was fire on Monday night. It's just it's John Cena's last Elimination Chamber. Why would you have all that and put his name out there, his mark, and not have him win a match like the Chamber match? It's bad for business.
He could win it and then like put the title shot on up for grabs in the Chamber. Which would make the Chamber like, an elite event too.
What you could do is whoever wins the Rumble chooses Cody before Chamber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then at that point it's
we always create these possibilities and everything, and
they never happen.
No, that's not true.
We're not AEW guys. We get Chris Jericho's list of moves. Number 1, arm bar. Number 2, arm drag, and it's like.
It's your comments false because last year we were dead on with WrestleMania. So
no,
we weren't.
I
don't think we got anything.
These aren't just hat racks, kids. We know what we're talking about.
Classic Todd Pettengill scene.
Todd Pettengill.
Wow.
Look at that. All right, that's John Cena.
Todd Pettengill is the biggest clown in WrestleMania or WWE history. I'm sorry.
WWF. Option number 2.
Look at that mullet.
Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Now, case against Roman Reigns winning the Rumble. Now, Paul Heyman has made it clear that Reigns is going back for the title. Okay. However, the only logical case for Roman not to go after the title is for something bigger. We're going to see what's going to happen. Again, I don't want to give anything away. We're going to get there.
1 second. Is that Bob's Spark Plug Holly with the 1 2 3 kid?
Yeah.
Great tag team.
By you.
I think I'm
What's their
watching
tag
something
team
tonight.
name? Irrelevant.
Sorry.
The Island of Irrelevancy.
They are not on the island of irrelevancy. Don't disrespect the 1 2 3 kid like that, bro.
That's right.
The L Kid, Lightning Kid. The
Okay.
Kid. I mean, just 5 different names of the same thing.
All right, Brian, you ready?
6 Pac.
All right, 4. Obviously, he's the biggest name in WWE right now. So him headlining, he's almost like Hulk Hogan back in the day where he headlined every single WrestleMania. So he's the natural fit. Goes back he never got his shot back at the title. So this is it for him. Against, there's, as Brian alluded to, bigger and badder things down the line. Maybe the final boss at WrestleMania. For chief of whatever it is they call it.
The Fulafala.
There's some irrelevant.
No, he already has that. I'm talking
They're
about
gonna
whatever
wrestle for the
Rock is right now.
Falafa.
WWE is
Rock's
so
cheap,
good
whatever.
at what they do. They have taken a dollar store necklace and made it really important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
It
think
looks
the
it looks
only
it looks
way
like it's like somebody like from Chili's wore it for like the birthday boy at Chili's. Like you wear that when you go and they.
And now
you.
Jay comes out with the white one.
Bam,
Coming
bam.
down the steps.
Yeah.
I love it.
The
I
Tonka.
think Roman, when I said at the beginning of the show that there's only one answer, I think the answer is Roman Reigns to actually win the Royal Rumble because like since he came back, he beat Solo, he beat the Bloodline at the War Games. He got the Ulafala back. Like you're not gonna have Roman Reigns lose anything unless it's by severe outside interference. And I think unless The Rock comes back, that is the only scenario I see that Roman doesn't win the Royal Rumble.
Hold on.
The Rock comes out and throws him out over the
You're
top rope.
forgetting one major character that could possibly screw Roman,
Who?
and he's a werewolf.
Eh,
Jacob Fatu. Now, I'm telling you, they're setting something up for that.
it's too early for that because
No.
at this point you're setting up either Roman Rock or Roman and the
A
belt.
Fresno
If Jacob
pepper
gets
necklace.
involved, like that just derails the championship or the Rock. That's not because then he has to beat up Jacob, and then that's not going to carry him to.
I don't think we're gonna get the Rock at WrestleMania, fellas. I really don't.
Then Roman is going to win. There's no other answer. You're not going to have Roman Reigns get tossed by anybody. Like it's not. It has to be some kind of severe interference.
Yeah, but
There's
one
no-
thing with Roman since he's come back, again, no disrespect to. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Lou. You're the only other one that does it in here for some reason. You got to acknowledge him. He has had to have help since he's come back. He hasn't been the dominant force that we've seen in the past. So Cody has been that thorn in his side after he lost the belt. You drinking coffee?
Tea.
Okay.
What do you want?
Beautiful.
You want some whiskey with it?
P?
Are you summoning me? What do you want?
You're drinking matcha tea?
Nah.
So my thing is like
Earl Grey?
I love
Dean
that.
Ambrose, dude. Why
That's
do people keep
contractually
talking
impossible.
about AEW people?
It's contractually
He's not
impossible.
coming back.
Dean
No, he
Ambrose
makes-
stinks. I just watched him the other day. Remember I texted you that done? Terrible.
Yeah. He's a brawler. He's not even a wrestler. Like seriously.
He's a goofy.
He does stink.
He's a goofball.
He does.
He stinks.
I think I can beat this.
I don't want to see another Shield. I love the bloodline. I love the whole concept of it. I love how now there's two forms of it. But the thing is, he needs help. He's not the dominant force like he used to be. Yeah, he beat Solo on the Monday Night Raw preview of Netflix and all that. But I don't see him winning. I don't.
Done.
Sad to say.
Done. You act like Roman Reigns didn't need help to win every single match that he ever won before he left.
True. Good
Good
point.
point.
Cody
Yeah,
won 39.
But that's
Solo.
what made But that's what made the
Every
heel
match,
so
dude.
powerful.
Every
Right?
match.
I can make a case for Shawn Michaels
That
back
was
in the
his
day
gimmick.
too, though. He needed help almost every match.
Who?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. No.
Perry Saturn to win the Royal Rumble. I love it.
Perry Saturn's in bad shape right now. I'm pretty
He's
sure
in
he's not going to
Bad shape, dude. I don't think he has a kidney, liver, or anything.
He's in bad shape.
Is he on dialysis?
He's got as good as chance as Lex Luger winning this Rumble.
The case against Reigns, right,
doing
is
punches.
I do think if he's back in the title mix, I don't know.
See.
Like that, I think I just don't think we're there yet.
Podcast.
Like I think he's still doing some side quests, if that makes any sense. Like I just don't think that we're back into the I know he says what he says and Paul says what he says.
That's
But
why I
don't
mentioned
necessarily-
Jacob Fatu. Like I don't think he's at that caliber yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're done the internal.
No. And I think there's more members to come still too.
All right. Can I give my case for him?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. My case for Roman winning the Rumble is that sorry, Ace got me laughing, but it's WrestleMania in Vegas. The headline is going to be Cody Rhodes versus who? They're trying to make that match as big as possible. How do we get wrestling fans, or how do we get people to watch that aren't even wrestling fans? You got to put the biggest name in there. It's going to be Roman Reigns. It's not going to be John Cena, because then Roman Reigns, who's he gonna go against if The Rock's not there? Okay, so the only case against is if he is going to fight The Rock at WrestleMania. That's the only case, because that's a huge match they can sell. But they got to sell Cody versus who? Who else? You know what I mean? And if he wins,
Cheers.
then, like Dunn said, Cena wins the Rumble, okay? Or Cena wins the
Elimination
Chamber, faces Gunther, because that's the second biggest match that they got to promote. And who do you put in that match to main event night one? You got to put John Cena on the card. People are going to watch to see John Cena.
True.
So those are the two biggest matches I think that they can make outside of Rock versus Roman. That's the case for Roman. Who else are you going to put against Cody that can believably win at WrestleMania?
I agree with you. Hold on, Brian. 1 second. I can agree with you with the point of Cena Cody. That's huge. That's like main event caliber.
That's huge. But then who do they sell
to make?
Gunther?
You cannot run back Roman Cody from last year.
Yeah, you
Yes, you can.
Song and dance. No,
You can though.
It's a rubber match. It's
Us wrestling fans don't want to see it, but they're trying to get people to watch that don't watch wrestling and be able to promote this thing. They need Roman in the championship match.
Mike, listen to what you just said.
It's the only logical.
How many followers and countries do they have now? We're gonna get WWE in fucking New Zealand soon. Okay.
I mean, do you think everybody in Vegas is a wrestling fan at that show? Absolutely not.
You know why
People
they are?
in
Because
Vegas
there's probably
going
money
to
involved
wrestling
now in the
because
pay-per-views.
it's
That's why.
WrestleMania.
See, but now too, the dynamic has changed because Roman he's had help
Money too
all this time, but he's not a heel anymore. He's not necessarily like a face either, but he's reconciled with the family. So you could see now if he were to go, it's 1-1. So now you need a rubber match anyway.
Yeah.
You can see him like, you know what, guys, sit this one out. I got this. I want to get this. You could see that possibility. And then that would be a huge match because I mean, it's never been done before, and you do need a rubber match at some point.
I just want to see Rock Roman.
And they're gonna sell night 2
Hold on,
and they're gonna sell night 1 with Cena.
Let me ask you this question.
But Rock and Roman would sell.
If you
and
were,
who fights? But then
hold
who
on.
fights? You
If
can't
you're-
sell all the. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're telling me that Vegas being like a tourist city, like you're not really necessarily trying to get wrestling fans, right? Who do you think is more likely to sell tickets and or subscriptions to whatever streaming service you're looking for? Is it Roman Reigns or is it John Cena?
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah.
But that's my point: is that you need John Cena for night 1.
That's what
then
I was gonna say. I
then
agree
you
with
would need Roman for night 2.
No, I agree with that. If Cena and the world title, the WWE title, need to be on separate shows, separate nights.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, just like they did last year. That's what they did last year, right? And here's the other thing: you put Cena against Gunther, okay, and they're making Gunther to be a gigantic, freaking what's that called? What's that word? European, fucking foreign bad guy, old school, right? And you put him against Cena, and that's gonna elevate him and his character.
Thank you.
Yes,
you're getting Hogan versus the Sheik again. You're getting Hogan versus
Cena,
Nikolai Koloff. You're getting old school wrestling back, man.
Yeah, and if you have Cena versus Gunther, Gunther becomes a super heel, an over the moon heel. Yep. So they're selling night one with Cena. They're putting Gunther over the moon with that. Whether he wins or loses, he'll probably win. And then so Cena can continue his chase.
But you can just see, like, I don't know. I just get this.
And then you have Roman.
A Gunther putting Cena in the sleeper, and it's almost like Hogan again. Like he lifts his arm up, and you know he's got the C Nation and the WWE Universe, and he goes like this, and he breaks out of it. And I don't know.
They're not going to let.
So can you see Cody getting the short end of the stick again? Like not being the most prominent.
Because he had his moment last year. Yes.
Yeah.
So who else?
Cody is over.
Who else besides Roman can face Cody at WrestleMania and it be as big a match?
CM Punk.
No, it won't.
Yes.
CM Punk versus Cody at the main event of WrestleMania is still not as big as Roman and Cody because of Roman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because of Roman.
I don't know about that.
The only he has two matches, Roman. It's against Cody or it's against The Rock. That's
it. It's you mean Roman or you mean Roman can either fight Cody or The Rock. That's it.
He's fighting The Rock, so therefore you need somebody.
You wanted me to say something?
Therefore you have Cena. Punk.
You wanted me to say something?
Go. Thank you.
The case for CM Punk to win the Rumble is the most obvious case of anybody because he would have had. I'm telling you right now, he would have won it last year. He
wasn't winning it last year.
I don't believe that for a second. They can say whatever they want to. They called him audible
Mikey
he got hurt.
Anthony Knight.
He is back for the main event
what does that
of
say?
Mania. That's why
I know you don't have the throwback, but I have the throwback on.
What doesn't sell?
Punk doesn't sell.
Paul Heyman was in the New York Post today just extolling CM Punk.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Nobody cares about that match. They've done all this random stuff with CM Punk since he's been back. Drew, Seth, here and there with Cody. They just can't find anything random for him to do.
Stuff.
I don't know. I think
one thing for him to do because he's not good anymore.
Those matches
with need him to cut a promo every couple weeks.
Anthony. Those matches with Drew were the main event of whatever show it was on, even with the WWE title.
I was just gonna say it.
And the premiere of Netflix was headlined by Punk and Seth. So, like, you know, to Punk for whatever, however you look at him, I mean, you can't deny that he is still, like Brian always says in the chat, it's Roman, Rock, and it's CM Punk. There's nobody bigger than CM Punk. Anytime his music hits, he comes out. The press is stopped for CM Punk.
And you don't.
And years ago, they did.
Anthony, you don't have to like him, but there's one rivalry in the past year that kept that company, and it had nothing to do with Cody. It had nothing to do with Roman. It was Drew Punk.
That's because they had nothing. Roman wasn't
right
there.
Because Roman was on the shelf.
And
Cody had bullshit matches. Okay, Rock was in Hollywood.
Over a bracelet.
Seth was on the shelf.
They're wrestling over a dollar store necklace. What are we talking about? I mean, that's so what?
There's no denying it, dude. You got to start respecting the man.
He cuts a good promo, and he was good 10 years ago.
He cuts the best promo.
If you exclude The Rock, their three biggest draws in whatever order you want to put them are Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk.
Lou, maybe it's the whiskey talking. I don't know. I'm starting to feel it.
The case for Punk to win is obvious because he has to have the main event of Mania this year. After the injury last year, he came back for this. That's probably in his contract.
It's possible.
And I'm telling you right now, if he doesn't get a WrestleMania moment, you're going to see the old Punk come back.
And then Cody wins, and then CM Punk goes back to
Cody doesn't win. Cody has to drop the belt.
At some point, Cody does have.
He's not fighting. He's not dropping it to anybody not named Roman Reigns.
I don't think you can go back to that soon.
Why? Why do you have to go back to that?
If Cody
He's the
fought
only
Punk, I would
logical
say
one.
he might
Dude,
lose.
you're like back in WrestleMania like last year mode, dude. Seriously, I'm sorry, but
It feels like yesterday.
Just spitting the truth.
How great was Mania?
It still feels like yesterday, man.
I know. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So to me, now again, the part of this that we're not discussing, and the part where I really think this is the direction it's going to go, is he still has that favor from Paul Heyman in his back pocket, and they're referencing it again. It's going to come into play in this match. I don't claim to know how, but something is going to happen where I don't know if this is where Paul has to turn on Roman, where like this is what we agreed to. I don't know. I mean, you can do a whole bunch. You can end up with a Roman versus Punk match that would do well if The Rock is not there. Let's say The Rock is not there. Okay,
I love that too.
you can go. Listen, you can go Roman Punk, and that is absolutely a main event level match.
You could do a three-way dance too. I mean, if all things considered, the night 2 of WrestleMania,
Cody,
Punk versus
Roman.
What? That would be a ridiculous.
Anthony, do you disagree?
I just don't know what it accomplishes. What does it accomplish?
What, a triple threat?
I love you, man.
A triple threat?
Triple threat? What do you mean? I thought you said Roman versus Punk.
Roman, Punk, Cody is a possibility for Mania night 2.
I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
Yeah.
So okay, so
if Rock is not back,
fine. So if Roman wins the Rumble, then Punk's favor is I want in.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see that.
See that happening, and I would enjoy that too. I think
Mike. I don't. MJF
Mike,
is,
that's
is
not
languishing.
Yeah,
in
no.
Jacksonville.
MJF is.
All right. So what's your Brian? What's your
MJF's
argument against Punk?
Against Punk winning, because again, I don't know that Punk has not been linked to the WWE Championship. Like Punk has spoken to Gunther, right? Like Punk hasn't really. Punk's first soiree into the golden title is with Cody this week, so there's not a lot of stuff going on with that, right?
That's what I mean. It's just
I don't know. That promo was kind of intense, Brian. I don't know about that.
But
I don't know that. I don't know that Punk needs to win the Rumble.
that promo had meaning behind it too.
Oh, for sure.
But again, what they are truly excelling at now, which makes the product that much more interesting, is it's not obvious and things are interwoven that you can go 5-6 different directions and it's sensible. It's not like an off the wall, character turn that nobody saw coming and has no actual story to it. Like the way that they're interweaving everyone leaves all of their options open. And credit to them for it.
It's kind of like what Stephanie
like that.
wrote. There's many surprises due to come, so you never know.
Listen, Punk's still got history with Drew. He's still got history with Seth. He's got he's got Cody from AEW. He's got history. He's got the favor with Roman. Like he's linked to all of these guys. So you can go in those directions, and no one's going to say, "Well, you pulled that out of your ass."
Drew mentioned Punk's name again on Monday.
I got 10 more minutes. 10:15. I'm calling tonight because I got to get up early. So
ever since Punk came back,
No
and
offense.
ever since Cody's been champ, all I've wanted to see is Cody versus Punk, the two biggest guys in that company. I don't know how they haven't made that happen yet.
Thank you.
And it should have happened already, and they would make a
Thank
great program together. And
Thank you,
that's
Mike.
why I've been saying that Cody should not be on SmackDown. Cody should be on Raw. There's better competition for him on Raw. Raw's on Netflix now. Put the champion on it.
Mike,
put him on Raw.
Mike, when you come back to home, whenever your next time is, you and me, cheesesteak Philly on me. Okay? Thank you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Where?
I'm gonna
Which
hold
one?
you to it.
Where?
Angelo's.
All right, I'll hold you to it. Let's go.
Bingo.
And
I'll
The
take
best.
you know what's right down the street from Angelo's is the wrestling shop.
Yep,
SVW.
that's right.
We're going.
Two birds in one stone, like Lou said.
Mm-hmm.
Mike asked me to go to that store.
Lou, you can come too.
Every
I'm
time
in.
I come, every time
I'm
I
in
go
there.
home, I ask Ant if he wants to go, and he never wants to go.
And you can come if you wear
Always
CM
working.
Punk shirt.
You have one, don't you?
No, I gave it to Paul McCree.
Paul McCree.
I'm never
He's
gonna
got one
wear
on
it
his
again.
long.
But yeah,
sleeve.
I don't know if
slice both
now's,
sides to wear it like an apron.
I don't know if now's the time, but they should have done that, and I still have been wanting to see it, man. I don't
Totally
know why it
agree.
hasn't happened.
Would that
How
be
has
the
that
final
not
death
happened
nail?
Mike.
2 years?
Would that be the final death nail for AEW? Seeing the two guys that the
that'd
fans
be awesome.
revolted against come back and at
Nail in
last?
the coffin.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
And that would be a huge olive branch to everybody over there.
Yeah.
I still think
Here come
Roman's
the
winning.
Bucks.
That's my guess for the Rumble. I think.
Okay, Mike, I have another name for you. Seth Rollins.
Ugh.
Here's my case for Seth Rollins. All right. Here's my case against him. No one wants to see Seth Rollins. It's not going to be Seth Rollins, dude. Like, he's cool. I like Seth Rollins. I don't not like Seth Rollins. But it's just he's not going to headline Mania. I don't see it happening.
Is Seth stale or what?
Stale.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is
too
staler than a bag of Batchman chips, okay? And Batchman only makes pretzels. And they're not even good. Somebody screen record me, please.
What an analogy.
I can cut that later. It's fine. I'll download it. I'll get it there. Oh my god.
Seth has no shot.
Yeah, I don't think Seth's good this
No.
year. I don't.
No
He
shots.
sucks. He sucks. I
There's
got on
just too
the
many other
anti-Seth. I got on the
hitters.
anti-Seth bandwagon last year with Anthony when he was like, dude, I'm so sick of Seth. And I'm like, you know what? He's got a point. He is just awful.
I just can't stand. I hate people who change their gimmicks every 6 months.
There was nothing wrong with the
hold on.
architect.
You know who never changed their gimmick? Ant?
CM Punk.
CM Punk. How do you hate
Yeah,
mine?
he went from the long-haired, straight edge, all that bullshit, to
Do you know what he is now?
short-haired.
And straight edge.
Yeah, I got to give him credit, man. The guy's never lifted a weight in his life.
Exactly.
Never changed his own.
Doesn't even look
Listen,
like a wrestler.
He may not be able to do a curl, but he's carrying the company right now, okay?
Looking like an average Joe. Dude, I'm watching wrestling.
Yo, Mike, he's got no chest.
Tan and juiced. What are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a worse chest than I do.
Mike likes meaty men with their meat. And
Like Triple H in 1999. That's what Mike likes.
he never failed a drug test. He never took one.
Absolutely singed tan.
He never
Juiced
took
out
a
of his
drug
gills. And just soaking wet. That's how I like my wrestlers, man.
Thank you both.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our five.
Men's Royal Rumble winner CM Punk, John Cena, Roman Reigns. I like that list. No, I put Drew ahead of Seth. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, listen, we're gonna be off the show in 21 minutes.
Drew.
You have my.
See, Drew.
Drew has the last shot.
Bro,
I gotta pee. I just drank double shots of whiskey. I gotta pee.
Go pee and come back. Pee your
Drew
pants.
has less of a shot than Seth Rollins.
Dude, go fucking take a fat piss.
Listen, done. If peeing your pants is cool,
Consider me Miles Davis.
Miles Davis.
All right, I'm gone.
Be Miles Davis.
Yeah, I don't think Drew can win either. I don't see it. I think that he'll have a showing, but I think that there will be something in the match that sets up his summertime feud from the Rumble.
Yeah.
What about Dark Horses? Are we at Dark Horses yet?
We are not at Dark Horse.
I don't think there is a dark horse in this Rumble. I'll be honest.
I don't either.
If you got a good one, let us know. But
You're talking about 20% of the Rumble having a shot to win.
yeah,
It's too many heavy hitters for
it's
there
going
to
to be
Dark
one of
Horses
these
this
guys
year.
that we just talked about.
Okay, well, if we're going to stay out of Dark Horses, then I have a bonus name for you.
The Rock.
Now, I'm going to tell you something right now.
The Croc.
The only way, and The Rock means the only way that this makes sense is for The Rock to come out at number 31. It is what Triple H should have done a couple of years ago when he didn't. The Rock is in charge. The Rock makes the rules. The Rock is the only person that could come out at 31. We've never seen it before. I am clamoring for it. I don't care if he wins. It'll blow up my Rumble pool. I already have a contingency plan for that. 31 doesn't count. That would be, again, I'm your boss. I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm the final. Again, it is so on character. It is so within the final boss to say, I'm coming out at 31. What are you going to do about it? I'll fire you. Like that. It's
excuse me.
No, here's what I think. You know what would be perfect? Roman wins. Then Rock comes out and throws him over unexpectedly. And then they do a triple threat match.
Triple threat could be the answer.
Cody wins, and then that sets up Rock Roman at SummerSlam or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
I think you need Rock Roman at Mania.
I got one for you.
Not SummerSlam.
Eventually.
Can I give you something? Rock comes out at 31. and Roman throws him over. Roman still wins the match. And then Roman has to pick a title to go after, and he picks that stupid belt thing that Rock carries around because it's from the family.
Yeah.
The People's Championship.
Uh-huh.
Nah.
So
no.
so here's the thing.
But it's the family. Like those rules don't apply.
Fine,
Maybe.
fair enough. But this is about money and gambling. Who wins then if there's 31 people in your pool?
We just however the top 30 finished.
Huh?
So you just so
if it's Rock and one more person in the ring, then that person wins.
So it'll be
It's
Roman.
Rock and Roman, then whoever
it
Roman
is.
wins. Yeah.
Okay.
you just eliminate 30. Like 31 never happened, and you just sort the rest how they finished.
Even if 31 wins.
Correct. It's whoever finished second to 31. Like 31 does not exist.
And then the second place would be
Third.
whoever Roman threw out. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think I said it. I said it.
Buddy. I think of everything.
I know.
I said it earlier. The only way Roman doesn't win this match realistically is if The Rock comes out. Mm-hmm. So the final boss thing, and Brian, you've been the main pioneer for this since the beginning. Is that The Rock has been Roman's final boss, and you've been saying that forever. And it would make the most sense to do that at this point because nobody's expecting it. I read a report that the Rock is going to be busy. He might not even make 41. So how the ultimate swerve is that he does show up and throws Roman over. That would be swerve. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Mike, I'm very upset you're not coming this year.
To the Rumble?
Yeah.
Dude, if he wasn't about to be a dad in like 2 weeks.
I know.
I would. I'd come home for the Super Bowl. That's for sure.
We were talking before you came in here, not to get off topic, but about you just staying like 10 days. Rumble, Super Bowl, go home.
Oh.
Dude, that'd be the week. That'd be like
that would be awesome.
That's
I would love that.
The same 10 days though. Wait, Rumble. I was thinking of Mania.
Days.
Never mind. Yeah, Rumble and Super Bowl. Yeah,
like you fly in, right? You fly in Saturday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You watch Rumble with us.
Yep.
Okay, you got a week with the fam. We go to get our cheesesteak, I promised you. Now it's Saturday. It's a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl Sunday. Oh. And then you, Ant are at the parade on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, 10 days.
No, you're making me sad.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, if my girl wasn't ready to give birth at any moment, I would definitely come.
I'm very happy for you too. By the way,
Don, I think the flight to KC are all.
And I don't think what Brian's saying. Nobody cares.
Flight to KC.
Brian, Kansas City's.
He's either going to be. I mean, I'm having a boy. He's probably either going to be realistically a long snapper or a referee.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm shooting for. Anything higher than that, we're winning. You know,
that's awesome.
Yeah, was his name going to be Bret the Hitman Hart?
His name's going to be Jalen Carter.
Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon.
Yeah, I'm going to name him Ramon.
Saquon Consolfi.
Actually, yes. That's actually I have seriously joked about it.
All right, before we move on, I got 15 minutes. I wanted to get all our content in real quick. Call your Rumble winner. Go.
Roman.
CM Punk.
John Cena.
Roman.
CM Punk.
Fuck yeah.
You know what?
I don't know who
I win because I hate him and I hate seeing him win.
Eric Martin, go Birds. That's my boy.
Interesting. All right, Rumble surprises. Will we see the man Becky Lynch make a return in the Royal Rumble?
It's possible. It's been rumored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Is she really the man anymore?
Is that a surprise?
Well, it is 2025 and she had a kid, so possibly.
I've never been a fan of
I mean, she wears the pants.
I don't get the whole Becky thing, man. I don't like her lower body. I just have never been a Becky fan.
I'm not
we didn't play our game.
We're not going to put women's ass.
We can't play tonight. We can't play
guess
tonight.
her. Yeah.
Ringside seat after dark is not going on tonight.
Can we do that next episode though?
I think I could guess her and Charlotte right
All right, so thumbs up, thumbs down. Do we see Becky Lynch?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a very strong.
It would get a big pop.
Very strong pop.
We got 5 thumbs up.
Speaking of big pops or lack thereof, will we see Hulk Hogan?
No.
Nope.
No.
I think we'll stay away from that for a minute.
I hope so, but no.
No shot.
So it's in Indiana. Indiana voted red for what it's
Nah,
worth.
it doesn't
It's
matter.
too soon. It's
Doesn't
too soon
matter.
to bring him
Too
back.
soon. They're not gonna do it.
Okay.
Can we do a thumbs down?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I'm for a Hulk Hogan appearance, but they're not going to do it.
Not after that boo job he had.
Okay. Well,
They
if
booed
you're not
Jimmy
going to go
Hart.
with one, if you're not going to
They
go with
didn't
one
boo
really
Hogan.
old guy, here's another one.
Brock Lesnar. Ooh,
Ric Flair. There's
No.
been a rumor that just will not die that Ric Flair is going to make an appearance in the Rumble.
In the match?
No.
In the match.
No.
No,
way.
I don't think Triple H wants him dead on his watch. I don't think
Yeah.
so. He's gonna let
Yeah,
hold on.
Add
the
a little
Rumble
indie
can take you 3 seconds. It's all about
Hold
the
on.
entrance.
He could come out at the women's and go like this and bring Charlotte out. That's what I think could happen. So yes,
If we're not getting Hogan, I do not want to see Flair out there.
maybe.
you don't disrespect the freaking limousine driving jet flying
Woo!
son of a gun. He's
I
just
love
trying to
it.
keep his gators on the ground.
I love
Sausage
respect.
riding.
All right, who's next?
Will we see Brock Lesnar?
I want to
Because I got to tell you, that might be the biggest pop you can get right now.
Yeah. That would be wild.
And it's in Indiana, which isn't too far from where he's from.
Could that
Saskatchewan?
be? Hold on. Could that be CM Punk's
Foil?
gift from Paul Heyman?
You know what? Here's a thought. Here's a thought. You want to talk about listen, you want a triple threat match at WrestleMania? How about you do Punk, Roman, and Brock?
Yep,
Paul Heyman's guys.
Whoa, that would be good.
that would be good.
I
That
mean,
would
even
be
Ant probably
great.
signs up for that, right? And Ant, we
Curtis
watch that.
Axel would have to ref it.
So, Mike,
Yeah.
how believable would it be that CM Punk could last with skinny CM Punk and last with big ass Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns?
I don't know. Rey Mysterio beat the Big Show.
Yeah, not very believable, right?
I don't know. Maven
I
threw the
think it's less
Undertaker over in
believable
the
than Rey
Royal Rumble.
Mysterio beating the Big Show.
Didn't Punk beat Lesnar when they fought a couple
Didn't
years
Maven
ago?
throw the Undertaker over the ropes? Okay.
Maven was like,
Didn't the 10-year-old
Guys,
boy win
we're
the
not
tag
talking
team
about
championship?
Maven. All right, we're talking about CM Punk.
yes, thank you.
Maven.
Somebody's kid won the tag title. Don't tell me
That
that's
was
believable.
so stupid.
That was Braun
Yeah.
Strowman.
Ridiculous.
That ruined Braun Strowman's career.
All right.
It'd be nice to see Brock, but I don't think so.
For custody of Heyman. Yeah, put Heyman in a shark cage.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do we see Brock? Okay, no.
I don't think
No.
so.
I'm saying no.
And that's wishful thinking.
I don't think so.
No, I
However-
don't think it's happening.
Do you think it's possible? Because I do. Do you think it's possible that we see AJ Lee make
Yep.
her Rumble return? And there's a lot of smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire on this one, and that would be a big pop as well.
Wow, she collects figures.
Yeah.
And she's a nerd
Yes.
for sure.
She's not
100%.
winning, though. She's not winning.
Winning, but that would be
No.
a big pop. And I think that the way Punk's come back, I mean, again, it's a one-off, and that's all she really needs. She doesn't need to have a run right now.
I saw a clip earlier that he said that he knows of a surprise that he can't speak on.
I know.
Ooh,
So everybody knows that.
It has to
There you
be.
go.
That would be amazing.
Who's in the ring, Mike?
This is the first three. Sean Bulldog, which by the way, this is my favorite Bulldog attire of all time. Either Jacob or Eli Blue. I don't know which one.
How do you not know which one? So you're a
Because it's
wrestling
on
fan.
mute and they're twins.
Wow. You know what, Mike? I might have to take you off the show if you know who that is.
Okay.
I'm
Who's
not
this?
wrestling fans
Who's
here,
that?
Mike.
Who's
I'm
this?
not casuals
Who's that?
here.
Tell me right now who's that? I know. who
That's
it is.
one of the Blue Brothers.
No.
No, that's
Can't tell. The screen is small.
That Duke was that the trash man?
That's
Yeah,
Duke the Dumpster
Duke
Drozy.
Drozy.
I didn't see.
Duke the dumpster.
That guy's Duke the Dumpster Drosy. I know who that is.
Duke the
Dumpster
dumpster
Drozy.
Drozy. Wow.
Mike, did we get it right?
It's Duke the Dumpster Drozy. Yeah.
We know our
Like I said, you guys don't listen. That's got some
Nah.
possibility. That would be something.
Yeah, that's my favorite Bulldog attire of all time.
All right.
I love Tim, but nah.
Will we see anyone from AEW? Whether it might be Ricky Starks, there's been a rumor of that. Malachi Black or Aleister Black might be changing his tune back. There's been talk that Britt Baker is looking to get the hell out. And I tell you what, if the Doctor Will See You Now plays, I think that's a pop, even if people know who she is. Because she's an
I think people know who she is.
I think
And
you're gonna get Malachi
hardcore
Black.
fans.
Malachi Black.
You're gonna
That's
get
what I
Malachi
think too.
Black.
He's got the best chance, I think.
Yeah. Hardcore fans know who AEW personnel
Black,
is, so
sure.
people will know who Britt Baker is, and
Malachi
that
Black.
music, yeah.
And you know what's funny is I really think all these people in AEW, like, they keep all their stuff.
Right.
Ant's looking up to see if Cam Jurgens is injured still or not.
No, I'm looking at this Flyers trade.
Yeah, I don't know who's
Flyers
yeah,
trade.
They're getting Jacob Pelletier and Andre Kuzmenko from Calgary. We don't know who they're sending up. It might be Morgan Frost.
Why?
Listen, because Sportsbox guest Danny Briere is being active. Anyone else?
Can we tank for once?
What about the Hardy
No.
Boys?
Right, Ant? Can we tank, dude? I want to go back to the cup.
I wish.
You see the Hardy Boys?
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
With
How about
Because
TNA,
they're
Joe
with
Hendry?
TNA, they're the TNA champs. I was gonna go see
Hold on,
them.
hold on. How about Joe Hendry?
Joe
Yeah, I think
Hendry.
Henry.
Joe Hendry.
Henry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
But that kind of died, though.
I love him.
It's still alive. It's still alive.
Did they miss the boat on that?
No. So the problem was they brought him to NXT and not WWE. That's the problem.
He's the champion now, and he's still over in TNA.
So
And see,
like,
here's
if
the
Nick
thing.
Nemeth
Here's the thing.
shows up,
You're
is
right,
it
Lou.
Ziggler
Hold
or
on, hold
Nick
on.
Nemeth?
Hold on 1 second. They brought a TNA champion in the women's over last year in Jordan Grace. Why not bring Joe Hendry over?
Yeah.
Spice things up, man.
That would be insane. That would be
They probably will.
Talk about a
I'd
pop.
rather see him than Nick Nemeth.
Hold on. So wait, hold on. If it's Nick Nemeth, is it Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler?
He's
Nick
confirmed
Nemeth.
to be on the Jericho cruise that weekend, so he's out.
The Jericho.
Good looks, Lou. Good looks.
Yeah.
All right, I got one. The Dudley Boys.
Bully
Yeah.
Ray.
I could see
Bully,
Bully.
possibly.
I could see Bully.
The
What do
Dudley-
they have to hold on? But what connection do they have to the state of Indiana?
Well, I don't know who has
There's
any
tables in
connection.
Indiana, as far as I know.
Who's from Indiana?
I can tell you a wrestler
Indians.
from
I
Indiana.
heard.
Who?
Think.
Thick.
Bobby Knight.
Think.
Oh,
Bobby Knight.
Indianapolis or Indiana?
Pat McAfee.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll do something.
But that's not.
He
a
comes
surprise.
out. He comes out from the announce desk and he's like, "Me."
He probably comes out at
Yeah,
number
that's
8.
not a surprise though.
He-
I mean, it's
he did that
Jordan.
already.
He's on every
He did
week.
that
You see him all the
like 2
time.
years
He's done
ago.
that before.
He might
Yeah.
come out. What do you think, Lou? Number 8 for McAfee?
Oh my God.
Dudley Boys.
I just ran my head into the wall.
Yeah,
if he
what would
comes
you
out
do
at
if
8,
Pat
bro.
Mack won the whole thing?
That'd be awesome.
If Pat Mack was
I love Pat
I love
McAfee,
Pat
dude.
McAfee.
I love Pat McAfee.
Listen, he's
love
been
that
he's been
guy.
a real nice ad for them. He really has.
Oh, yeah.
Pat
He's
McAfee
good.
was
He's Mike.
Cody
Or,
Rhodes.
yeah, Mike.
His
He's
comments
good
are
on College
hysterical.
Game Day. He's good
Corey
on the
Graves.
show.
Corey Graves.
He's
He's-
good on Raw.
He's living my dream.
Yeah,
Guy
the
lives
other
my
day-
dream.
no.
Yeah, listen, I got one for you. Pat McAfee goes out, and the next guy in is Corey Graves. Go after McAfee. Maybe you get McAfee Graves at Mania.
That would be good. That would be really good. Maybe that's the whole setup.
Thanks, Amber.
No, I
That's
want
all
to
you
see McAfee and
yeah.
Dom Mysterio at Mania because he hates him.
We have 6 minutes when I promised Dunn that we'd be out by 10:30. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Number 1.
I'm holding my
There are
piss like a
rumors of the
motherfucker.
Rumble
No,
going
no,
to.
no,
No.
I think that's dumb.
stupid.
I think it's dumb because then by default, the main event of night 1 of the Rumble is the Women's Rumble, and I don't know that there's enough interest in that to make
Lou,
it
thumb
a.
down. Lou, thumb down.
Kevin, thank you
Mike,
very
thumb
much.
down.
We appreciate that.
Just Mania.
We're
We
done.
love talking wrestling. It's this will go 2.5 hours if I don't put a stop to it.
Kevin's my boy.
He's the
Thanks,
man.
Kev.
Is
Thank you,
he
Kevin.
working full time tomorrow?
Kev, shout out to 2 Street.
I don't like 2-night Rumble. I don't like it.
No, no
Bad
2-night
idea.
Rumble.
Bad idea.
I don't like it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Let's see if anybody knows who this guy is. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Who am I looking at? I can't see.
We gotta make it quick.
Is that Nitro? Who is that?
Hold up.
Is
No, that's Mike
Berserker?
Consalvi.
Doink
the Clown. I don't know.
Something
Why you're doing that?
Yeah.
Triple H the headliner this year. Do
Yes.
we like that? Do we dislike that?
I like it.
Love it. Sure. He's
Rey
gonna do-
Mysterio number 2.
Who should induct him?
Stephanie.
Shawn
probably.
Michaels. Shawn
Shawn
Michaels.
Yeah, Sean.
Anybody know who this is?
There's nobody else. It's Shawn Michaels.
Nah, never mind. Hold on.
Rick the
Oh,
Model.
that's
Martel.
Rick. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rick
hold on.
Martel.
Wrong one.
Rick
Wrong
Martel.
one.
That's Rick Martel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
What?
I got the fucking Legends. I'll send you a picture. I got the Legends edition of Ravishing Rick Rude with the World Heavyweight Championship WCW version.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
gem, dude, gem. And the
Nice.
pants are
It's
on
an elite?
point. It's elite.
Ooh.
It's elite. I'll send it to you.
All right.
I think Sean should induct him. I think there's too much.
I think Sean or Stephanie or Vince.
It's not Vince.
It's not
Definitely not going to be Vince.
I can be pretty. I can
Who's
pretty much
this?
say it's not Vince.
Stone Cold.
That's Savio Vega in mask.
Quang.
Yes, it is. Quang.
AKA Savio Vega.
That's
We
your
were
guy.
gonna-
Lou.
we
It
were
is.
going to talk about this, but I think we kind of did it as we went through. I mean, I think that they're building towards. So I can't shake that the favor is going to be involved in on Saturday. Like I think something's going to happen.
Hello, ladies.
He's not going to show up.
He's not
Big favor.
Lou liked it.
the big Valboski, man. He's a legend.
Mhm.
What would your right now if you had to pick? What's your Mania main event? Or give me your top 3 matches. I don't care. Give me
Hold
whatever.
on,
You want.
night 1 or night 2?
I don't care. Tell me whatever you want to tell me.
Rock Roman. Punk. Cody. Ooh.
Nobody
Gunther
gives a
Cena.
fuck.
I looked
Nobody
right at you,
cares about
mister.
Punk Cena.
Yeah,
Go
those
ahead.
are,
Wait, hold on.
those are the 3. Those are the 3.
Yeah, that's my 3.
Without question.
If you do Rock
You
Roman,
like that?
no
Wait, you
belt,
like that
Cody-
too?
Nate?
No, Lou.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
for
good.
sure.
We're good.
Yeah.
Let's close it down. We're good.
You could do Rock Roman for whatever it is. You could do.
Hey, you tired?
You could do Cena Gunther for the World Heavyweight, and Cena wins, and then you can do Punk Cody,
Punk Cody. Mike?
and then I think
If
Ant might not
Brock
even watch
comes
him.
back, if Brock comes back,
I'm not watching Mania if that's it.
if Brock comes back, then yes to what Brian just said. Those 3
Oh,
matches.
fuck, I got pepper in my teeth.
If he doesn't come back, then I think it's Cody Roman. I think it's Gunther and Cena. Yeah.
Or
What match opens the
or-
card, though? Would it be
or,
Cena
wait,
and
wait,
Gunther?
or if Rock doesn't come back, that's going to be the continuation of Bloodline story, and it's Roman versus Jake.
Awkward.
Let's say
Lou,
those 3 matches.
Lou, no, I think Cena would. Oh, you mean if there's 3 matches, does Cena?
If
open?
Rock and Roman's,
Oh.
Cody and
Yeah.
Punk,
Oh,
and then
God.
Cena and Gunther, like that's 3 main event matches.
Correct.
So one of those would have to be match number 1 on night 1.
I think you would do
I would open with Cena.
Cena night 1, and then
I'd
you
open with
have
Cena.
the Cody match and the Rock Roman match back to back night 2
Not
Ooh.
to close it.
You
Yeah.
can-
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, but
Like Cody would be first against Punk, and then the
Roman-
last match would be
Roman Rock
versus
has to
Roman Rock would have to end night 2, correct?
It would end
Yeah.
night 2.
yeah.
No question.
No
So
question.
then, what would night 1 main event be? If you open
Cena
with
and
Cena and
Gunther.
Gunther. Oh, that's the main event for night
would
2.
be Cena and Gunther.
You have a
They would
women's
open
match.
with the women's title like Rhea did last year. I
Yeah.
don't know. Who cares?
Well,
Yeah.
it is approximately 10:30 on the East Coast, and I said I'd get us out.
Oh wow,
And
it's
I-
only 9:29 here. Oh, now
My word is bond.
Yes.
I do not lie. I don't always tell the truth, but I do not lie.
Lou, can we just throw one up? Thank you, Lou.
Tribal Chief,
Thank
baby.
All of
Thanks,
you enjoy the Rumble. It's
love
going to
you
be.
guys.
It is probably my favorite individual night of the year because the Rumble is always fun. There's
Brian, I'll see
gambling
you Saturday
involved.
night.
That's always a good thing.
I don't know about
Uh,
these other clowns, but I'll see you Saturday night.
We will catch you
Be there.
on the other side. Let's go CM Punk
I'll
to
fucking be there.
You better hug me.
Not if you're wearing a Punk shirt.
There we go. Look, there it is. There it is.
Yes.
Kev.
There it is. All right.
All right.
Take
All
it
right,
away.
Yes.
folks.
Mike, when is she